We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Bad poll numbers for Biden, bad oil news from OPEC+, great news from Caitlin Clark, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. After the Federal Election Commission declined to act against Joe Biden's 2020 campaign for the laptop-denying statement by 51 former intelligence officials, a watchdog group is trying to force action. America First Legal sued the FEC in U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia to force the agency that polices campaign donations and spending to act. The FEC decided we're not going to act on this. So what the District Court will do, our hope is that it will order the FEC to investigate and take this seriously. Daniel Epstein, Vice President of America First Legal, said. In October, the group filed an FEC complaint against several Biden PACs for failing to report indirect contributions from the later debunked statement by the 51 officials released on October 19th, 2020, just weeks before the November 8th election and just days before a presidential debate. Former President Trump is leading President Biden in a new poll from the New York Times Siena College released Saturday, with voters saying they have little confidence in Biden's leadership. The survey found that 43% of respondents said they would vote for Biden if the election were held today, while 48% said they would vote for Trump. The poll further found that 47% of respondents strongly disapprove of Biden's handling of the presidency, in addition to 14% who said they somewhat disapprove. Just 17% stated that they strongly approve of Biden's handling of the job. New York Times and Siena conducted the poll from February 25th to February 28th, surveying 980 registered voters across the country. The poll was conducted in both English and Spanish using cell phones and landline telephones. It advertised a margin of error of 4%. The Border Patrol Union mocked President Biden on Saturday for his trip to the Texas border this week. Board Air Force One, take nap. Wake up in place called Brownsville, the union wrote on X, formerly Twitter, in a joke itinerary of his day, along with a photo of Biden resting in a beach lounge chair. Read large teleprompter message. It's all Trump's fault. Board Air Force One. Ask who people in green uniforms were. Told they strap illegal aliens. Express horror. Take nap. Wake up. Call the lid, hit beach, take nap. While in Brownsville on Thursday, Biden lamented that the bipartisan immigration bill failed to pass in the Senate, blaming Trump for using it as a political issue. Many Republicans have expressed their opposition to the bill, which they say doesn't do enough. In addition, Biden continues to deny that he has the ability to affect the border without legislation, despite the fact that the current situation did not occur until he used executive orders to retract policies created by former President Trump. The FBI is investigating possible debris from a Chinese spy craft that flew over Alaska early last year after a fisherman reported the curious findings on Friday. An Alaskan fishing vessel recovered the debris days ago and is expected to return to the coast sometime this weekend and turn it over to the FBI for examination, according to ABC News. The FBI is aware of debris found off the coast of Alaska by a commercial fishing vessel, We will work with our partners to assist with the logistics of the debris recovery, the FBI said in a statement on Friday. FBI sources emphasized to ABC News that it has yet to determine whether the craft is of foreign origin, but the recovered material is being taken to the FBI lab in Quantico, as was material recovered from a confirmed Chinese spy balloon last year. 11 pro-Palestinian protesters were taken into custody in Times Square on Saturday afternoon after swarming police who were responding to a bomb threat in the area, according to officials. The blockage happened at around 4 p.m. on Saturday near 42nd Street and 7th Avenue when an Uber driver discovered a grenade in the back seat of his car. The bomb squad later determined that the grenade was a fake. The 911 dispatcher who received the call told 1010 Winds and WCBS 880 that there was limited information when he passed the report on to police. I said the person said they found a bomb in the back seat of their car. That's all the information we had, just that it was a gray and green item made of metal, he said. As authorities attempted to respond, pro-Palestinian protesters swarmed responding vehicles. Police were seen in riot gear trying to move demonstrators along and called for more backup to help clear the area. OPEC Plus, made up of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies, including Russia, will extend voluntary production cuts into the second quarter, Saudi Arabia's official press agency said Sunday. The move was widely anticipated and signals that the producers are in no rush to restore lost volume to the market amid uncertainty over the outlook for demand. Citing an energy ministry source, the Saudi press agency said Saudi Arabia would extend its voluntary production cut of 1 million barrels a day, which was implemented in July 2023, until the end of the second quarter in coordination with some OPEC Plus participating countries. That 1 million barrels a day cut is in addition to a cut of 500,000 barrels a day previously announced by Saudi Arabia that runs until the end of this year. College basketball star Caitlin Clark set the new record as the NCAA all-time leading scorer in Iowa's 93-83 defeat of number 2 Ohio State on Sunday. Clark needed 18 points to beat the late Pete Maverich's 54-year-old record of 3,667 points, and she got 35 points in the game. Clark passed Lynette Woodward as the top-scoring large school women's player on February 28th after beating Kelsey Plum's NCAA women's basketball record on February 15th. Clark ended her final regular season game as a Hawkeye with 3,685 points in 130 games. Congratulations, Caitlin Clark. Saturday Night Live took aim at President Biden and his allies who argue the president is mentally sharp and energetic behind closed doors during their cold open through mock media interviews with Governor Gavin Newsom and Karine Jean-Pierre. SNL opened with a parody of CNN's Inside Politics with Dana Bash, who was played by Heidi Gardner. She opened the program with an interview with Michael Longfellow, who posed as Newsom, and first argued the president should be judged by his record. Gardner then asked Longfellow if Biden can make the same case with the speed and sharpness that Newsom could. Dana, Joe can do it better. I was just with him, and behind closed doors, Joe is incredible. Yesterday we had a big meeting about the border, and God, he had such command, Longfellow said. He had charts, tables, PowerPoints. He had an interactive AR display on the Apple Vision Pro that he programmed himself. The software might be in beta, but the man, he's in alpha. The sketch continued with Biden spokespeople making wildly outlandish claims about what Biden is capable of behind closed doors. That's the raw naked truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.